One of the reasons The Simpsons has been going on for over 27 years now is that it appeals to everyone. Little kids like the cartoon elements of it or the pop culture references, but as you get older you start to realise there were some things in The Simpsons that might have gone over your head. If you're easily offended or a very small child, then don't watch any further in our top 10 inappropriate Simpsons moments you missed. Starting off at number 10, we have Homer having fun in bed. Now this comes from the 1991 episode The War on the Simpsons.
Oh, yeah, you can't have any fun in bed.
Oh son, when you're older you'll know better. Oh baby.
Now what I love about this joke is that at first you think Homer is talking about a much more adult version of a fun time in bed, but then it turns out that he's not. Bart obviously isn't either, and the only one with a dirty mind in this is you. What a roller coaster. Next up at number 9, in the episode New Kid on the Block, we see a young Homer at the zoo who goes to the monkey house. As he watches them, he's alarmed by what he thinks are two monkeys fighting each other. One whisper from the zookeeper is all it takes to realise that the two monkeys might have had their hands all over each other and maybe rolling around on the floor, but wasn't because they were fighting. Nope.
Zookeeper! Zookeeper! Those two monkeys are killing each other! Having sex.
Oh?
Next up at number 8, we have a scene from the episode A Millhouse Divided. The Simpsons family visit a place called Stoner's Pot Place. Now a lot of you will notice that sounds a lot like a place that sells weed, but in reality it's just a place that sells actual pots owned by someone called Stoner. If you didn't make that wrong presumption, well, you probably wouldn't get why Otto was so disappointed to visit there. Next up at number 7, we have Krusty the Clown in the Black Widower episode. In this episode, Sideshow Bob and Aunt Selma get married, and at the wedding reception, Marge is filming the whole event. Now she turns the camera to Krusty the Clown, who says,
Guy walks into a bar and takes out a tiny piano and a 12-inch pianist. Oh no, wait, I can't tell that one. Oh.
Yeah. You really don't need to hear the whole thing to know the reason he couldn't tell the joke about the 12-inch pianist was because it sounds a lot like something else. Coming in at number 6, we have the Springfield Heights Institute of Technology. It's appeared in a couple of Simpsons episodes, and you might think there's nothing really up with that name, I don't see anything there, but if you take the first letter of each of the capitalized words, you get something that went over a lot of people's heads. If you still don't get it, it spells well, they're obviously going to bleep that out, aren't they? So I can't really help you. Okay, at the number 5 spot now. During the episode Days of the Future, we see the Simpsons family when they're 30 years older. We see that Bart hooks up with his former teacher, Miss Hoover. When they're lying in bed together, Bart says, "Wow, now I can see why they call you Miss Hoover. You must have been vacuuming for an hour." Now to the average kid, Bart is just complimenting her on her very clean bedroom, but not to others, and now maybe not to you. Next up at number 4, in the episode E.I.E.I. Annoyed Grunt, Homer visits a store near to a farm where the family is currently living. It's called Sneed's Feed and Seed. Nothing wrong there, bit of a strange name, but then you see it used to be owned by someone called Chuck. So if Sneed is followed by feed and seed, then what words do you think would have followed Chuck? Maybe ones that rhyme with Chuck? Maybe ones that start with F and S? Maybe I should move on? Alright, coming in at number 3, we have a joke from the episode Treehouse of Horror 3. In this Halloween special, Marge joins Mr. Burns and Smithers on an expedition to Ape Island, but first she has to ask for Mr. Burns' permission to board. Smithers says that women and seamen don't mix, as in men who sail at sea. Now if that's your only definition of seamen, then that joke might have sailed right over your head. Alright, at the number 2 spot now we have a joke from the episode Skinner's Sense of Snow. When a snowstorm traps them all inside the school, groundskeeper Willie refuses to destroy an escape tunnel that Bart has made. He shoves his broom right into Principal Skinner and tells him, "That's the last time you'll slap your Willie around." Now this is a great inappropriate joke because even if a kid does get it, it's not that bad. It's also a great piece of life advice in general. Alright, we've reached the number 1 spot now and we have a scene from The Great Louse Detective where Marge is performing some yoga. We see her in a face down position with her backside just in the air. She asks her yoga teacher, "What position is this?" And he says, "The American taxpayer." Now that is a joke I really can't explain in depth without using imagery and words that I'm definitely not allowed to. So if you get that one, good. If you don't, good. you might not be meant to get it yet. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Now, for all you Simpsons and TV show fans in general out there, what other similar videos to this do you want to see next? I'm also kind of curious to see how many people even watch up to this point in the video. So, if you're still watching, why don't you write I wish I was a Simpson in the comment section below. Let's see how that turns out. I'm Danny Burke, and I'll see you all in the next video.